Hi, my name is Daniel Freshley with Radiant Solar. Today I want to go over the basics of how a solar system actually works. It's a very common question. Obviously, people are wanting to understand and know how a solar system works, and once they make the decision to look into solar, this is something that naturally progresses in the conversation to determine what is the best application for the solar system and how will this system actually work. So the first things I want to cover is the basics of what is actually taking place in every solar system. Now, whether the solar panels are mounted on the roof or on the ground doesn't make a difference. The basic functionality of the solar system will be the same regardless of where the panels are located. What you see here in this example is the solar panels are installed on the roof surface. The panels are producing direct current or DC power. And that DC power will then be distributed to an inverter where it will be converted to alternating current or AC power. That is what our homes are using here and need to actually run on. Now, there's a variety of different inverter systems. The inverter we're showing here would be a one central inverter system, but there's a lot of options between microinverters, string inverters with DC power optimization. The most common options that we prefer and that we install is either an N-phase microinverter or a solar edge DC power optimized system, with the key benefits being for both of those systems is that each panel on the roof will have its own microinverter or its own DC power optimizer, which will help mitigate risk if there's ever a performance issue or a shading problem or a failure to one of the panels. That one panel's issues will not impact or affect anything else in the system, which is a big benefit of the microinverters or DC power optimizers. Once your energy is converted into alternating current though, that energy will be distributed directly into your home's main electric panel, where you will utilize and run on that energy as your home needs it. And if you're producing more energy than what your home needs in that given moment, you will actually begin to build a credit with your utility company because you'll be exporting energy back to their grid. Now that process is known as net metering, and I'm going to have a future video that covers a little bit more about what net metering is and how that process actually works. But really what you're doing is you're building a credit with the utility company. They're kind of acting as your storage temporarily for you to use that energy at a later time, whether that be at evenings, night times, inclement weather situations, the following week, or the following month. It's very common that you can build credits and then use that credit at a later time in the year when your energy usage is much greater. So this is just a really quick overview of how a solar system works. Again, you have DC power being produced at the solar panels. It's converted to AC power through the inverter, and that energy is distributed into your home's electric panel, where you will run on that energy the same way you run on utility service today. And another common question or concern sometimes that people don't understand about solar is that you can run on both solar and utility service at the same time. So let's say your solar system was producing 60% of your energy, where you can get the other 40% from the utility company at the exact same given moment in order for you to power your washer, your dryer, your light bulbs, or any other device that you might be running. So you can have a very symbiotic relationship between solar and utility service, with the goal being that we would like to help you accomplish offsetting as much of your power bill as possible. So again, very quick overview of how a solar system works. If you have any further questions at all, please go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, or feel free to follow along with us on our Facebook page, or send us an email at info@goradiantsolar.com. Again, this is Daniel Freshley with Radiant Solar, encouraging you to live radiantly.